everybody, I'm Kirsten Gum, and welcome to another edition of Eat, Move, Live LA, where we're trying to encourage people all over LA County to make healthy choices in all aspects of their lives. First up today, we're talking bikes.
Kirsten.
How's it going?
It's going well.
Dan Dabeck runs a nonprofit organization for cycling, and I got to tell you, Dan, you know I ride a bunch, but I have to admit, I haven't done a safety check.
You know, not a lot of people know about the safety check.
So what is a safety check, and tell me how easy it can be?
It's a quick 5-step check to make sure your bike is in proper working order before you go out on a ride.
And it starts with?
It starts with A. It's the ABC quick check. So A stands for air, and it's to check your air pressure on your tire. And a good rule is to just stick your thumb on it and push down to make sure that you can't dent it with your thumb. If you can, you don't have enough air in your tire.
And then the actual tire pressure should always be written on the side.
Yes, and you want to also inspect your tire to make sure that there's no glass or thorns or there's no rips in it.
Because that would be really bad.
Yes.
So after air?
It's B for brakes, and you want to check your brakes to make sure that there's enough pad on them. A dime thickness means that you need to replace the brake pad. You also want to squeeze the brake levers. If they go all the way down to your handlebar,
then you're in trouble.
Yes, you need to adjust them. So when you squeeze them down, you should have about a thumb thickness between your handlebar and the brake lever.
No, that's a good point, good point. On to C.
C is for crank, chain, and cassette. You want to shake the cranks to make sure that they're not loose. And you want to inspect the chain to make sure it's clean, it's not rusty, it doesn't have dirt and grime on it. You want to also look at the cassette and the cogs and make sure they're as clean as the chain and that your chain runs smoothly over it. And then you want to check quick releases for quick.
Okay.
And so the quick release is this release right here on the wheel that helps you take the wheel off faster. And you want to make sure that it's tight when you close it and that it leaves a mark in your hand.
That's one thing I always check before I hop on my road bike.
Yes.
The one last thing too, though, you can't forget.
You want to make sure that your helmet is properly fitted, and you also want to make sure that the handlebars are sturdy and that everything else is working properly. So it's a good idea to go on a quick little ride.
I think you're ready to go.
Yeah, take it easy.
You're out.
Bye.
Bye, Dan. Information from Dan Dabeck. He also holds community bike workshops all over the county. For more information on that, go to choosehealthla.com. You know, after a bike ride, I'm always super hungry. I believe Jessica is working on some healthy snacks for us. I hope you're making something good, Jessica.
Thanks, Kirsten. Now, kids often get hungry in between meals, so I'm here with Steve Baldwin, registered dietitian.
Hi.
Hi. So tell me, how do you get kids to choose healthy snacks?
Well, the first step is to go to the grocery store and stock your kitchen with healthy foods. It also helps if mom and dad eat the healthy foods in front of the kids, because whatever mom and dad are eating, the kids will likely want to try. And the last tip is to get them on a schedule. So breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner, so that the child knows when the next eating opportunity is coming. They don't have to overeat at the last one.
Okay, and what are some of the healthy snacks you should have in the home?
Well, a good first alternative is always fruits and vegetables, pre-cut if possible, and at eye level for the child so that when it's snack time, they can easily reach for it. Whole grain crackers with cheese is another good option. Hummus dip with cut vegetable sticks for dipping. And I like to make healthy trail mix with my kids. Whole grain cereal, nuts, and dried fruit really go great together, and they have fun making.
So what's all this?
Well, first I'm putting in apples, then raisins and raisins.
And what about you? What's your favorite thing to put into your trail mix?
Well, my favorite thing to put in trail mix is sometimes like little chocolates and cereal, pretzels, and raisins and stuff.
Snacks can be fun. Try to use these tips to make healthy snacks for your kids. Back to you, Kirsten.
Jessica, thank you for all those healthy ideas. So do you remember remember recess and how much fun you had when you were a kid? Well, why can't you have that as an adult? That's right, one lady is bringing recess back to the workplace. Her name is Dr. Toni Yancey, and she's a professor at UCLA. She's also an author of Instant Recess. Dr. Yancey, tell me what this is all about. Why are you bringing recess back?
Well, I'm bringing recess back because our country has become so sedentary. I mean, the average adult is getting 6 to 10 minutes a day of moderate to vigorous physical activity.
That's it.
That's all. And we've got a real problem in terms of obesity and diabetes and other chronic diseases. So just 10 minutes of physical activity that's fun, simple to do, and can be incorporated in just about any setting can actually help to prevent these chronic diseases.
So what is the Instant Recess like?
Well,
It's not dodgeball and tetherball.
Well, no, it's not dodgeball and tetherball, but we might borrow some of those moves. It's a simple, structured group activity break. It can be done in a relatively small space. I mean, we do them in sports stadiums, in the workplace, or around meeting tables, between cubicles, in school classrooms. And it consists of moves that involve the upper body and the lower body. So we have cumbia and African dance and powwow dance.
Right on.
Or on sports. So we have basketball, baseball, football, boxing, and so forth. People are very skeptical. They're kind of looking around like, I know you're not going to make us get up in our suits.
Yeah.
But once they get to doing it, I mean, they really enjoy themselves. And I think that's part of it. We need that immediate reinforcement. So if we get a little bit of a, push of energy, a little bit of a relief from our stressful days, then maybe that is reinforcing and it'll get people to do it more often.
So in 10 minutes, are people actually working up a sweat and getting their heartbeat up?
Believe it or not, yes. As a matter of fact, probably because a lot of people haven't been doing much, there are a lot of people breaking a full sweat. But the average person is just glowing a little bit, not out of breath, can still talk during the thing. And most importantly, we're not only adding to the 30 minutes a day, 5 or more days a week that we want people to get of moderate intensity activity, but we're also breaking up the sedentary time, because sitting also independently contributes to a lot of these chronic diseases.
What time is recess here at your workplace? Because I'd love to try it out.
I think now is a good time.
Right on. Show me the way.
All right,
I'm ready. I'm ready to move.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Doesn't get much more fun than that in the workplace. Just 10 minutes a day gets your heartbeat up and puts a smile on your face. Why don't you become a motivator at your workplace, maybe your church, even your community center? That's going to do it for this edition of Eat, Move, Live, LA. For more information, go to the website, choosehealthla.com, and shake your thing.